Hello, and welcome to the tribe. Welcome to another episode of the Monday Review Show. We're going to talk about what happened this weekend in the football world. Of course, it was a busy weekend, late in the season. We're getting to that feeling that, oh my God, footy is going to end, the season is going to end. So the big point is going to be, of course, the big talking points is Arsenal beating West Ham. That is the biggest game of the weekend easily. Um, Also, we'll talk about the Liverpool Chelsea game and the boos that Arne Slot received at Anfield and how that was very indicative of something that might change, and a couple of other games as well. And we'll talk about the table, who's going to Europe, whose chances are what, because we're nearing the end, and it'd be a good thing to kind of see what other teams are going through in their fight to make it to Europe, whether or of course in relegation as well. Of course, we know that West Ham with this defeat are staring at relegation right in the eye. Very difficult position for them. Tottenham were in this position just a couple of weeks ago, and now it seems that West Ham are going down. Of course, a huge team, the Hammers. I've seen them play live. I've sat with their fans, and these guys are a bunch of fanatics. They love their club, so of course that's it looks like they're going down. So yeah, so let's get right into it. So for Arsenal, I think Arsenal winning was by far one of the biggest things in their history. That Trossard goal, I mean, talk about like the timing and just insane. Like that was crazy. I can't believe it. Can't believe what Trossard did. That was just intense. Um, he does have a good habit of scoring those. Like he's just really good at just finding his feet and releasing one. So I think he's a good player. He played really good for them this season. You would think with them having like Martinelli not playing very well this season, I think he has like one goal or two goals the whole season. So for a left wing, I mean like we saw the teams that had struggling wingers. We saw what happened to them, like in terms of like the big picture. So for Trossard to do that at this game, I mean, the away fans was limbs. The away end, like the Arsenal fans. Imagine like just if you put yourself in their shoes and all of what they went through. So yeah, so like the hate they've been getting, or the if everyone seems to be so worried, like the WhatsApp groups I'm in, everyone's going crazy, like everyone like is just like hating them so much, hating that they score in their team, how Raya did this before to others, how come this goal that was counted, how come it's not like how come it's not called against them but called for them, and now it's a foul, but when they do it to people it's fine. And even like people are like having screenshots of like Ryan and Gabriel Magalhaes doing it to people. And hey, listen, I understand the hate, their style. Even like I thought in the beginning people were just hating them just because like it just felt cool, like part of the culture. If you don't hate Arsenal, you're not cool. But then I started realizing even people that are not even in the whole YouTube community, the ones that don't really watch YouTube or reactions or don't really care or know many Arsenal fans, they also seem to be very upset with Arsenal. Maybe they remember how one day they used to play a more smoother brand when Arsene Wenger used to be around, and those same people used to complain and call them, like, oh, you cowards, like not physical. The guys are all made out of glass. Arsenal, it used to be like that kind of like brand that they seem to have, and then now it's like, oh, you guys are just like just all these corners. And hey, I get it, I don't like Arsenal, but this extreme hate, oh, I can't believe it, I can't continue to live if they it's too much. Like how come like I understand it, I'm not trying to say that I don't understand it. I'm not trying to be the different one. And I hate Mikel Arteta so much, and I'm disappointed, and I'm also a bit worried that he might, like, oh my God, like I was correct this whole time. No, you weren't. But if he wins the league and the Champions League, that's one big fuck you to everyone. Like, I hope you guys get that. That's like, you say what you want about me, but I ended up doing this, this, and that. Because that's not easy. To win the double, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm worried of them winning the double. I'm not gonna lie. The league, although as a Liverpool fan, sure, I should be hating. I should be like, no, like, you know. But I just feel like, I just don't think that all of this hate is is good banter, but for like it seems that people really mean it. Like they really hate Arsenal, and that's fine. I get it. I get them wanting City to win. I get it, and I get that people like it's like I always said, City is the greatest thing that happened to Man United, for example, and it's a statement that twists your head, and you're just like, wait, what did he just say? But it's like really like Man United by the time Fergie left, they haven't been able to live up to their expectation. And then when you look at what happened to Liverpool and how we lost leagues in the last minute to City as well. Although you can argue that it was less of a bottling, the Gerrard slip was. Brendan Rodgers, it's a whole different topic. But then the other ones, we got 97 points, and then the other one, 2022, it wasn't a bottling. Like, we played well. We were also champs, but they won. So we feel it. We feel it. But I feel like it's a low blow to turn your head and be like, hey, Arsenal. Like, no, you're a bitch. Okay, I get it. They weren't as good as Liverpool was, perhaps. But to just the hatred. I guess that's what football is all about. Like I have, like, certain clubs that I hate. I don't think... and the fans, yes. Some of the Arsenal fans, yes. They come across as uneasy to like. I'm not gonna lie, but or even hated. Like they're they made a living out of being hated. You know, that's not a secret. But I feel like the club itself, if you're gonna criticize how like they're not very like they before in the past they weren't very like key on like winning on top of the table. And then now they tried to fix it and then sticking with Mikel. And it's like, it's always the opinion of the enemies. It's always a jarring opinion. Like if you're gonna, like your neighbor's opinion of your household is not, shouldn't be important to you because it's your neighbor. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, depends on the dynamic. Like, you know what I mean? But like other people's opinion of you is not like, so people are like, oh, Mikel shouldn't stay, but we're ops, you know, like we're haters. We're the haters. We're like, oh, hate along. I hope Arsenal loses, you know. But today when they scored, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm just lying down watching the game. I was kind of like when West Ham scored, I was happy. I'm not gonna lie, but I knew it was gonna get discounted. So speaking of that, I don't think it's fair to say that that wasn't a foul. I know why people are angry. They're saying Raya did this to people before. Like Raya would hit somebody on his way up to grab it. Or Mikelais would do it to keepers. Like, oh, every game, like every game they do this to people. So I understand. I get it. But at the same time, I don't think it was, I don't think it's like, I don't think it's justified this hatred and then saying they don't deserve it. No, I hate them. They're pieces of shit. Like it's like why don't you like I don't know, like why don't you like why would you be happy if City wins it and they're racking up all these leagues and it's like what if City ends up getting 20? Like I don't know, like a Liverpool or a United fan for example. If they're just going to win every league. Like I don't know. I don't know about it being good for the English Premier League as a brand. Something you guys dedicate so much of your life for. You guys spent so much time of your life, you know, like just watching this league, following this league, playing fantasy. Like we care. We really do. We care about this league. And for City to just turn it into a farmers league, like for Arsenal to prove a point and then win, and then that might get Pep to like, you know, like I don't know, maybe I'm just biased, but I like when I think about hating Mikel Arteta, I also think about how much it's not personal, but I hate Pep. Like it is personal, but it's not like I hate him like for no reason, you know. But yeah, like it was he's Like to me, he's an a-hole. You know what I mean? He gets he always gets the players he wants. He always has two for every position, and the salaries are so high that now they're doing PSR. But like you know what I mean. Like you guys know, like they've always attracted so many good players, and the bench is as good as the starters, and it's just like a shit show of them being so good. He won many like trophies, and he's a legend. But you know, so for Mikel Arteta, like maybe people are kind of like they just feel like he's a plastic, he's a faker. So as a lot of times when you start with a big team like Zinedine Zidane, he won 3 with Real Madrid, and you don't see him coaching. I'm not saying people don't think he's a good coach, but hey, you don't see him coaching. You don't see him like with his own brand every year. Zidane, the new coach on the block. It doesn't matter where he is. Everywhere he goes, he's winning. Like you don't see that. So it's not easy to just like because Zidane came in, won with Real Madrid. Like the people want to see you, like people want to see that you can prove it. You can prove yourself. So definitely like yeah. So it is what it is. I'm not happy that Arsenal won. I know we're gonna hear about this for a while, but also like it is what it is. They're not. I don't remember them having 115 charges. You know. And I know they have some cheesy stuff about their branding, but they're not like, I don't know. I don't remember an incident of Arsenal fans making fun of Justice 97 or like, I don't know. Like it's fine. It's YouTube. They're from a big city in London. It's a mix. It's a lot going on. So of course it's not, like they're gonna have their own character, and it's a big team, and like yeah, like next game against Burnley, I don't know. So let's look at the table here. Arsenal has 97 points from 36 games. Their goal difference is plus 42. Look at that. They have 68 goals. City has 72. So if these are equal, if it comes down to the wire, the only way it would come down to the wire um, is if Arsenal like loses and ties a game. Yeah, like the City has 74 points, plus 40 goal difference. Yeah, I mean, I think City did very good moves in January. I would have loved if we got Mark Gahey and Semenyo. And then Mark Gahey makes that big mistake against Everton. Is that karma? Karma for what? What did we do? Why do we always think like that, football fans? Everything to us is like, oh, is that because of what happened with us? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not you, man. You know? So yeah. And then yeah, so they're 5 points behind with a game in hand. So let's say they win the game in hand. So you got 77 points. So you got 77 points. You're 2 points like below, 2 games left. They hate being in this position. They usually steal the league from you at this point. It's never like, or like the final day what would be decided. We know that you would need like 7 goals more than them, or the time when Tottenham missed that chance, son. Like we knew they needed to lose for you to win the league, but that's considered an automatic win. They don't win towards the end. Ask Liverpool fans. Again, ask Liverpool fans. We know 3 times, you know? So it's just like, I know it's hard to be humble, and I know we're the children of today, but it's just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? So here we have of course the top 5. Villa is 5th, same points as Liverpool. So yeah, it's looking it's all decided. And then of course there's a very good fight for Europe for like between 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, all the way to Everton. I think of course they're involved, like Fulham. It's gonna be a bit tougher. Sunderland, a very good season. But yeah, of course the flop that City had against Everton was a big deal, especially like Everton tied this weekend. So like they're not like you would think. Like they made us feel like wow, like you guys did that to City. Of course the Rodri handball, They almost went down the Toffees that season. The Blues. So yeah, so it's just like all this like intertwined beef between all these teams. It's so good. It's so tribal, and that's why our channel is LFC Tribe. It's all about like tribalism in football and how. But at the same time, I just talk about like I just talk about the truth and what's going on at the time, and you can still love your team and just give commentary, give your opinion without actually like you don't have to actually say something that's not truthful. It doesn't benefit anyone. You know, maybe if you work for like a mainstream like Sky Sports, then but for us it's like it doesn't really benefit like much of just like just lying so my team can look good, and then we're playing with the slot tactics and we're not good. So there's no point lying to yourself in football. It's not a good thing. So let's look at the game. Let's look at the game from today. I just want to see the stats of the Arsenal and West Ham game. We're looking at the stats. It is stats time. So here's the stats. Of course, 64 ball possession, XG, close, not that high. West Ham, they had good tactics. They tried to close up on them. They don't. Arsenal, they have certain weaknesses. Sometimes they're too confident at the back, so you can get at them. Sometimes they think that they're untouchable, but you can get at them. You know, touches in opposition box, of course, 25 to 16, but 16 is still a fair amount for like a non-offensive relegate team about to get relegated. Passes 82%, yellows 4 and 3. Corners, Arsenal only got 3. Playmaking attributes, and what a nice player! Like even when he's dropping on the right, usually left-footed young guys. You rarely see that a left-footed young guy who's a fullback inverts in, but he's looking good on the right side of the pitch. I think when Benny Blanco had to come out, he covered him, or like he was inverting, and it looked like a bit of a mess. But he's so good at threading the ball. Like for somebody his age to have that knack to pass, and it's a good academy reflection. I mean, like I think it's just way less now, but Arsenal academy used to be way better in the past. I think yeah, so yeah, so there was that. None of them like I was just looking at the stats for the attack. It wasn't very like the game was more, just like a whatever game. It wasn't a snooze fest. It was exciting, but like it wasn't like open. It wasn't a snooze fest. It was exciting, but like it wasn't like open, and that's fine. They managed to get by. Another game I watched most of it was the Crystal Palace and Everton game. Um, I thought it was very good. Everton played well. They went up, and Crystal Palace they kept coming back. Mateta, I'm very impressed with this guy. Him and Sar, but they're just older, so I'm not gonna get into it too much. Yeah, just love these guys, man. They're just so good. Like, just one of those players. They're not. There's not much hype around them in terms of like the prospect hype, but they play well. They play well. They're so good. Like, um, just overall, they played well. And Crystal Palace was at home. I want to talk about Adam Morton, but let's just see his ratings in the game. Adam Morton got 7.6. That's pretty good. That's the highest. That's highest. Oh no, Munoz got 7.9. So he was playing well. I really like his pivot, like ball playing ability, like lie deep but play make. And I like how they play. Also, Crystal Palace. They have certain passages that remind me. They're not similar to the club days, but they remind me of the club days. Klopp had patterns of play, like you make the play, you make this cross, and then somebody would fix it in with the header. And if he's not gonna fix it with a header, he's gonna stop it. And if not, then it's gonna drag their fullback to go cover that, And it's just part of a system that creates chaos for opponents. In the meanwhile, you can push bodies forward and get a goal. And it just there are certain patterns that help you get goals. And Arne Slot, and I'm gonna make a video about that. And I just thought about it now. And that's the fun part about doing live or just recording. You remember things as you go, because there's so much. Like I was telling my family about how there's just so much like like even as a content creator, you have to learn so much, you have to talk about so much, the timing, the like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Um, it's a true investment to be a YouTube content creator in football, because it's so not easy. It's so not easy. It's so harder than people think. You have to really, because there's so much content creators, and you guys can go watch anyone else. So you gotta provide something. You gotta show that you've done your research and stuff. And I thought he was playing well team. Adam, good job. I talked to him with our the ultimate superstar. He's gonna come and just kill it. But he's a good player. He's a good player. He's gonna do well, and I like him. I like him a lot. So yeah, as they had this patterns of play, I noticed this one chance they missed. Ismail Assar actually missed it. So they have the ball, and Adam is not involved in this play. I'm just saying. So they have the ball in this just outside the box, 30 yards, far away with the midfielder. He gives it, pops it. They play nice. The defense of the opponents of Everton tries to dictate them one side. They swing back. They pass each other. I would say they were close to each other, but then he just gave him a pass. And then the other midfielder, Kamada, Kamada. He just sends a long ball to Munoz, and Munoz was already there. It looks obvious, but they did it, and that reminded me of the Klopp days. Munoz backs up a little bit. He gets in a dangerous position, but it's still far away. Fixes it with a header to notches it back in, and it was so dangerous. And it was just they made a chance out of kind of nothing. It wasn't nothing, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. So now let's go back here and let's talk about the Liverpool game. It was a snooze fest. Our game against Chelsea was not a good game. Both teams are not good. There's something wrong with both teams, how they play, their tactics. But it's not excusable with Chelsea, but we know they've had a bad run. But with us, we've had a bad run, but semi-decent results also, mixed. And for them to come to Anfield and just show because obviously we lost to United. But you can argue United won in a way that wasn't So we lose to United, and yeah, it was just off the ball tactics. The lineup, okay, he was forced to play this lineup, but then it's okay, you were forced to play this lineup, but still just off the ball tactics. He has to start McAllister. It's okay, Curtis Jones playing on the right. I don't know if I don't know if Joe Gomez can play 90, but not, why not use him on the right? And then play Curtis in his position in midfield. Are you trying to play Curtis and guys that you don't really like in positions that it's not theirs? To kind of is this somehow kind of an unintentional agenda? Oh, you told me off, you talked back, I'm gonna show you. I don't know. But we all know he's lost some of the dressing room a long time ago. We all know he has lost some of his confidence a long time ago. Excuse me. Also, we know that the veterans don't love him the same way they did last year. So we know that. But we know that the board backed him. We know that Edwards, Hughes, and FSG backed him. And that was very frustrating. And I think they did it at a time where it's like a lot of season review was going to happen, a lot of season reflection. And just football is very seasonal. Season ends and it just becomes a transfer game. And it's hectic, like, you know what I mean? And that's where people regret not watching the season before, like, all their favorite targets. It's like, oh, I wish I watched Bundesliga more. I wish I watched the French league more. I wish I caught a game for Monaco. You know, it helps. It's not just fun, even if you're a follower. It's not just for content creators, even if you're a follower, but it helps. It's a good thing. Guys, this is River Plate, Argentinian team. And I'm so proud of the jersey. And so generally speaking, it was not much positive to take from the game till they start booing when he subbed off Rio. Rio playing the best, just typical BS, like Dutch boy. Like I love the Dutch team and I love Dutch players, and everyone that knows me knows VVD like is my favorite of all time. But it's just like um, these holes in midfield, right? These holes in midfield, off the ball, with the ball, on ball. Like right now, even on the ball, we like Slot prides himself as being, you know, calm, offensive, but none of that. Gravenberch played a little bit better, but still it wasn't that impressive. Like the whole performance wasn't impressive, and Maka, even when he plays well, like I said, it just feels like him and Gakpo. Even when they play well, it's gotten to the point where we're feeling as though Maka is a player. I rate him. He's a Liverpool um, member of our culture. Like Maka is one of us. But I just feel like it's gotten to a point where we're just looking at him and Gakpo as the slot baby boys. So here, and it's frustrating. It's no fun. So here we've got 52 to Chelsea and 48 to us. Yeah, just balanced. But I mean, like, is Chelsea good enough to, you know, for you not to win possession now that your game is evolved around possession? I'm okay with 48. Yeah. Ryan scored an amazing goal. Of course the performance kind of went down. That's why I said afterwards. But he's one of my favorites. He's awesome. I just hope that we get to find a solution, you know, and hopefully with a new coach, because guys like Ryan, we have to know whether it was just a one season thing, because he had problems everywhere he went in finding a rhythm, playing 38 games of good. But I'm on his side. I think that the first season, the first success he had at Liverpool when we won the league is his second year. I think that's Ryan. I think he can do so much. But another thing that people aren't talking about. So the first thing that I realized people aren't talking about is how Slot is not good at having generic patterns to get goals. So he's not good at that. Just like patterns, like not basic, but like ones that fit the team and expose opponents. The other thing that he's not good at having is a Slot is that he's not good at having tactics that are just like that put your guys in a position to succeed. So I actually forgot my second point that I was just talking about now, but I'll remember it. But it's okay. So so it just feels like also without the ball we are disastrous. It doesn't matter if the team against us has, you know, like talent or not. If they're good at like whatever they're good at, we are so bad without the ball. The midfield as an engine room, is it having like this idea of a 10? Has it put a dent in the system? Do we just function better as a three midfield? It's kind of like it's like an equality based midfield. Everybody puts effort, everybody defends, everyone has to be a bit creative, everyone has to drag to the side to cover up, everyone has to get back to line up with the center backs in between the holes. So it's like I it is what it is. It seems that what's happening to midfield is that they're getting dragged out of position, like, oh, go play right back, go do this, and they're not like, it's not helping them with their cause as a midfielder, you know. And we spent so much, we invested so much, but of course we didn't invest in the midfield, and it's so important. It's the engine room. Klopp had Gini, Fabinho, Flacco, and Henderson. They were like good engine, did a bit of everything it was needed with a good front three. But right now, even our front three are horrible. So, a lot of changes needed. But with this coach, so James Pierce, I actually was reading about this in the morning. They were saying how he's saying at first, he's saying that he wrote an article about how the boos were drastic. They spoke of a signal of an emission that this might be telling for things to come that are dark, for like darker days are coming for a slot. I think that's okay. That's fine. But at the same time, I find it funny that he says that, and then he says this. He's like, Arne Slot will address weaknesses with their transfer business upcoming window, but changes won't be as drastic as last summer. So he kind of, oh, he shared that on May 8th. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The game was, game was yesterday. That was before. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So that was before. He said that they wouldn't be as drastic, because I thought I read it afterwards, so I thought he said that as well. And then here, they talk about how Liverpool fans make feelings clear about controversial Arne Slot decision. Subbing Rio one time out at the wrong time while he's playing well really bothered these fans? Like there's 36 games, they didn't bother you? I swear I was angry in September. I promise you guys, we lost to Crystal Palace, and I thought, I wasn't angry at Slot that much back then, but I thought there's something wrong with the dressing room. The Jota thing. The Jota things made the vets not as excited about receiving the newcomers. Because the newcomers, they felt like, oh, like you're a newcomer. You're just here. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna you're here to take the place of my old friend who passed away. So that was like one of those things like that definitely just felt like it was, on the table. Like there's something wrong with the vets, the relationship with the club. Salah, VVD, Allison, they're all leaving or reported to want to leave or whatever. So we got Rio here, 7.6 rating. You yank him out. And then Gakpo, 6.4. Oh, let's play him 90. Frimpong, I said in the United game that it was embarrassing sometimes. I don't know he's so squabbly. He's always he looks like he's drowning and always trying to surface up. He's always looking like, oh, okay. It's always like he looks like he's playing catch up with everything, with every possession. Whenever he wants to go tackle the ball back, he loses it. Then just watching him go get it back and how desperate he looks, and just how the amount of times he doesn't deal well with bouncy balls. He'll let it bounce and goes over the top, or it's like, okay, make a tackle now. He'll wait a second. It's a very fast sport. I know we know this, but it's very unforgiving too. So it's a tough game to watch. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sad to kind of see it. It was just bad. The whole thing was just too much. You know what I mean? They have 6 shots on target. We have 8. Only 3. 6 shots in total. Only 3 on target. Accurate passes. That's an important stat. Yeah, close. That's usually an important stat to me. See how many. Even per player, I like to see how many did you pass correct. Guys like Toni Kroos used to go 100%, 95%. Xavi, Iniesta, they don't make wrong passes, and it's good. It's good for ball retention. But we don't even seem to be. We're not good at ball retention. We're not good at possession. We're not good off the ball. We don't press. We're not good at low block. We're not good at mid block. Our midfielders are not very creative. When they are, they lose the ball. When they lose the ball, they're not good at recovering space. When they're not good at recovering space, double team comes late. Single coverage, we're garbage. We're a bunch of pussies, man. I'm telling you. Midfield, I'm a midfielder, guys. These guys, bunch of pussies. Telling you, man. Ryan got 8.1. He played well. He played well, you know. Oh, sorry, no. There's just like the rating of him so far. Yeah. What else do we have? The Clasico was played today. Barca won 2-0. Rashford scored. Rashford doing very well. I think he's gonna maybe be a shout for England to have on the squad. I mean, why not? I think maybe I would have to think about it, see who else is available. Maybe Morgan Rogers will take his spot because they'd rather have him drift on the left than to start Rashford. But yeah, that's in terms of like the Real Madrid, of course, like with the drama, with the Valverde thing, got beat up, couldn't make it to the game. It's like, oh, I fell, and just the drama, man. I think Zidane did a good job of like just bossing these guys, and Ancelotti did a good job bossing these guys. Now there's shouts of Mourinho. Are you kidding me? Are we 2009 again? It's crazy how football goes into circles. It's like guys and girls. It's like no, okay, it's like okay, I'm gonna date this one, but 2 years from now, no, I'm too good for you. I'm gonna date that one, but after, oh wait, can we it's it's too much. Like it just goes in circles. Like Real Madrid never thought it would be possible to even think about Mourinho, but now they're eating shit and like they're going through 0 seasons and they're signing petitions to kick Mbappe out, and it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, you know. So yeah, I think we'll talk about the next stream. We'll talk about transfers, who should Liverpool get, or like all the names that we're linked up with, and how did they do this weekend. I talked about Adam Morton. I think that's very nice. Next time we'll touch up on them a little bit more. We'll talk about like their games, and in the case that they are outside of England. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the support. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps with growth, with me, with everything, with the funding, with to get you better content, better research, better tools and stuff. And you guys have been great so far. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one.